Yeah, bridging the gap. Nyomi Banks, the goddess. Tune in. Hey yo, Black, where we at? Elements. Got a problem? What's the issue? Ask Nyomi for advice, she will bless you. Is it sex, love, or relationships? If your spirits are down, you can get a daily uplift. Just listen every word that she speaks. Setting trends with hashtags for every day of the week. Hashtag motivational Mondays, testimonial Tuesdays. I've been listening for the last 2 days. Wet Willie or Wisdom Wednesdays. Either way, the conversation gon' be lengthy. It's not hearsay. This is her way. You know she'll keep you thirst trapping on a Thursday. 4 days down, I'll talk about the number 5 day. Never coy, she always keeps it freaky on Fridays. Spiritual on Saturdays with sessions in the morning. Still uplifting and inspiring you all in. Being the goddess that she is, she keeps you all in. Formed on soul searching Sundays, just call in. If you misinformed, come get the facts. Fortunate for you, she's looking to bridge the gap. Yes, she was a porn star, but she's more than that. She's a certified specialist teaching us how to act. By the end of the show, we'll agree to disagree, but be good to each other and ourselves and keep it sexy. Yeah. Tune in every week to Ask Nyomi. Bridging the gap with Nyomi Banks and Dog Pound Mike. Don't miss it. Tune in.
All right. It is your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here, and welcome back to another episode of Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more while bridging the gap between them all and teaching the world on sex, language, attitude, and spiritual uplifting. What is going on, my BTG crew? What's going on, Dog Pound Mike?
All good. We back.
Yes, we are back. I want to do a shout out to my boys, the Elements. Always coming in and represent. They did my theme songs. They've done all of my theme songs for the past 10, 15 years that I have been from radio to podcast to, they've done all of my theme songs to Black, the Elements. Thank y'all so much. We got a very special guest that is coming in tonight. She's going to come via the Skype, not Skype. Well, you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, coming in there. But I think last week, y'all been seeing what's been going on. We have made the internet hot. Have y'all been seeing that? We've been making the internet hot.
You've been making it hot.
Like hot. I didn't understand it. Yes, I did. I did understand exactly what the hell I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing. I really did. But again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. And then we're going to come back. Because I ain't even say her name yet, because y'all was already asking about her and asking for her. But when we come back, we have this very special guest that is coming up soon. After the break, all right? Let's break. It's your girl, the guy.
It's actually great because, towards the end, I was like, man, I really just want my body to myself, because I felt like my body belonged to Noel, to Marcus, to Julius, so it's like, I felt like I wanted my body to myself for a while. And it's pretty great,
It's Nyomi Bridging the Gap. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more.
Hey, my sexy people, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks. And I finally did it. I've written my first book. Well, actually, it's a living journal. It's called Good Morning, My Sexy People, where I share my stories in different posts, but help a healing workbook for you. So it's 90 days to kick off your healing living journey. Pre-purchase now. Go to AskNyomi.com and hit shop. Listen.
Well, welcome back. back. It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. I am here with my co-host, my boy, Dog Pound Mike. Mike, what's going on, baby?
What's happening? What's happening?
So you ready for this interview?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for sexiness. Yes.
You ready for sexiness? You ready for sexiness? All right, my BTG crew. So I want to do this before you put it on. I want y'all to go ahead. I want y'all to give me some hearts. Give me some likes out there. Give me some likes, because I do this on purpose when I come and I do the live show, because I want you guys to truly interact with these beautiful souls that once entertained you all. You understand what I'm saying? So give me some likes before I show this beautiful woman's face. Give me some likes, some hearts. You know, let's see it rise on up. Let's see it rise up. Yes, give me some hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some likes. Share. Yes, share. Do all of that. Well, while y'all doing that, let me this beautiful young lady, I've been watching her for some years, when she was in the industry, and then when I saw that she was out. And especially the past few years, I've been watching a lot of her posts, and she has been very deep in some of the things that she has been talking about, and in her growth while she ended out of the industry. So let me tell you this beautiful young lady, she is now the newest 2023 Urban X Hall of Famer. She is one of the leading women that was like the squirters. She was like, it was her and Jada. They was up there together doing that, doing the squirting thing. She was multi award nominee for both AVN and Urban X Awards. And she just has a beautiful spirit. Every time I seen her on set or wherever we were at, from a convention to whatever, we always gave each other so much love. And I want to introduce you to the beautiful, the talented Miss Stacy Lane.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
beautiful.
Can you guys see me?
I can't hear you, beautiful.
You can't hear me? Okay. Sorry. I tried to do all of this stuff before I got on. You can't hear me at all?
No,
Okay.
Still can't hear you. But you glowing. You got a glow. You got this a light all around you. Nope, I still can't hear you.
There it goes. Can you hear me now?
Now let me see. Can I hear you now? Nope, can't hear you now.
I don't know what's going on. The mic isn't muted. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's try again. Let's try these things again.
But they can hear her, but I can't.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Something. Ain't that something? That is.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Thank you so much.
Good.
I can hear you now. How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you?
I am amazing. I am amazing. First of all, I want to say this to you. I want to tell you, thank you so much for trusting us and coming on this platform. I just knew that I had to have you on here. This was going into our second year. So my first year, I kind of, stayed here on my own. And then what I do is, and I think I emailed you and told you how I do it. And even with getting guests on, I usually do a prayer, and God kind of lead me to who needs their story to be told. And it's honest.
I like that.
What questions that I have for you. My intention is always to be to truly show us in our truest light. We're more than just what they see us on the camera. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so that is my intentions for us when I ask, you all to come on here and share your stories. You know what I mean? Because honestly, and let me say this, and for you have a gift that God has given you and that you need to move forward and do. So in your prayer, ask for the courage to be able to step forward in boldness and do.
I receive that. I truly, truly do. I receive that. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I have to say that to you, and I'm gonna speak it a little bit more to you a little later. But so this is what we're gonna do, because I see everybody right there. They want to ask you some questions, but questions first. I'm gonna ask you first. This is what I want to do. I want to give you a short little time. So I want you to introduce yourself. I've already said what I said, but I want you to introduce yourself to them and let them know who you are.
Okay. Well, I like to be extremely transparent. My name is Shauna Formerly known as Stacy Lane, I definitely prefer to go by either or because everybody knows me as both. I even have some really good friends that still call me Stacy. So neither bothers me. Let's see. I don't even know where to start. There's so much. Well, like I said, my name is Shauna. I'm a 36-year-old woman. I live in Atlanta. You know what? I'm just here. I'm just so happy to honestly be still breathing, still be alive. So that I mean, that in itself is where I am. I really can't even say anything much more than that, but I'm just so thankful just to even really be here. I'm so thankful for you for even asking me to come on your show and be on your show. I can say that I've admired you from a distance. We weren't always able to see each other, but I definitely always admired you from a distance. You were always so gracious. Like whenever I saw you, it was literally like a goddess. It was very, very gracious. You were always so gracious and so humble. And I was really honestly excited. I don't take a lot of interviews. I don't like doing interviews. That's why I was like, well, what questions are you going to ask? Because I don't really like doing them because I don't like some of the questions that people try to ask or how they try to portray me to be. So I am just very, very thankful for you, asking me to be on your show. I like I said, I've admired you from a distance for years. So yeah, I think I probably seen you on set maybe once or twice. I was just like, gosh, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. So yeah, I'm thankful for you to even, just acknowledge me for me to be on your show. I was honestly telling I sent my grandmother your flyer, and I was telling her that, I was telling her about your show, and I'm like, I appreciate the fact that people, that she's willing to look at me. I told her that you were from the industry and things like that. And I'm like, I'm appreciative of the fact when people are able to look at you from a different scope. You know what I mean? And appreciate the different side of you. And that's just what I'm appreciative for. So thank you for having me on your show.
No, you're so welcome. You truly are. So let's get into the questions. So my first question to you is that what's been the most revealing thing that you learned about yourself being in the industry?
Most revealing thing? How my strength, honestly, my strength. Being in the industry, you have to be strong or you will fail or you will crumble or you won't make it out. You won't make it out with your sanity. You just won't. So one of the most revealing things to me, honestly, was, gosh, girl, you strong. Because coming from that industry, coming from that type of lifestyle, it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your mind. And it's funny, I told someone how old I was today. And she's like, wow, you look really young. And I said, well, thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
Oh,
baby. And so honestly, one of the most revealing things I would say is my strength. I learned a lot about being strong mentally, mentally strong, and not letting things take me under. That is what the industry taught me, to really be strong mind, strong body, and to be vocal. I wasn't always vocal of my opinion and the things that I wanted in the industry. So getting out, I was very assertive in the things that I wanted and the things that I needed and how I wanted to be treated.
Right. So. Right. All right. My next question is for you. Throughout your life journey, what chapter can you say needed the most healing?
My childhood. My childhood. I truly believe that I needed to heal my inner child. I needed to heal my inner self. I needed to, now I tell people I take care of myself like I take care of a child. I care for myself. I allow myself safe spaces. I allow myself to cry. I allow myself to feel. It's a picture of me as a kid right here, actually. And I allow myself to just be. I enjoy the simple pleasures of life now. I enjoy walking in the park. I enjoy walking in my backyard and looking at the squirrels. You know what I mean? So I really feel like the parts of me that needed to be healed was my childhood. I needed to heal my inner child.
Yeah, I love that you say that, because that's one thing that, especially when we're on here, because we talk about everything on here. We talk about spiritual growth. We talk about self-love. When I'm telling, we talk about everything on here. And I guess it was about a couple of weeks ago, I was telling them what I do every month, I have a mirror and I have a picture of me as a 2-year-old girl. And I speak to that 2-year-old girl all the time. And I thank her all the time because I know it's some things about me that she comes out as protective for me. Then I say, I got it now, baby. So, I got it. So I have to keep telling her that because that little girl in us always show up. And that everybody got that little person in them that needs to be healed. And people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy that you said that and you acknowledged that and realized that. And you truly are working on that for you
Oh
to make
yeah.
it better you.
Yeah.
That's, I love that. Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
All right. Here's the next question. Now, I've asked this to every guest that I have. What is the essence of Miss Shauna, aka Stacy Lane?
The essence of me, oh gosh, that's a good question.
Mhm.
I would think the essence, I'm going to stop saying think. I believe the essence of me would probably be my core. That I am a caring person. I truly believe that I will give you the shirt off my back. I truly, truly will. So the core essence of me is a giver, is a person that is a person of love, a person that you come to my house. It is a place of peace. People fall asleep here. I love to cook. So I would definitely say that the giving side of me, the caring side of me is the true essence of who I am. And it takes a lot sometimes. It has taken a lot of just growth within myself to be able to acknowledge that, because when you're a giver, people like to take. People like to take. So you have to be able to have a very strong balance in that and know when to give and know when to not give.
Right.
So and that wasn't always something that was easy for me. Being around the industry and the type of industry that we come from. It was kind of like you're giving to the audience, giving to the producers, giving to, if you were escorting, giving to the clients, just giving. And it had to be a point where I said, you got to stop giving in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So now I'm a giver of advice. I'm a giver. I'm not going to give you myself, but I can give you some advice. I've been through some things, you see some things, drove up the block and around it. So I'm more so just of a giver of spirituality, a giver of knowledge, a giver of, if you need something, if you need a hand, if you need a shoulder, if you need a hug, then that is where my true essence is coming from now.
Beautiful, beautiful. For you, what does, healing is something different for everybody. I had a couple of weeks, well, about a month ago, in March, I had the beautiful Miss Vanessa Safal, formerly Amani Rose, was on, and she has this beautiful YouTube channel that she has, but her thing is always healing. For you, my question is for you, what does healing look like for you?
Healing for me, I truly believe that I'm always healing. Healing is definitely not a destination. It is a journey for sure. But for me, my personal healing, I work out. I work out 3 to 4 times a week. I actually had took maybe about a week off, probably about 5 days off, and I felt it on the inside. I felt it. I was like, yeah, something's not right. I got to get this monkey off my back. And I went to the gym. So part of my healing is going to the gym, is going to work out, is eating good. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't really eat dairy. So part of my healing is how I take care of myself. Now, I didn't always take care of myself. I didn't always work out. I didn't always eat. I used to eat whatever, drink whatever. I didn't do those things. So part of the healing that I have been doing for the past 10 years is really, really working out, taking care of my mind, taking care of my body. I've been in therapy for 7 years. So those are all of the things that I have started to look at as healing for me. Me cooking is healing. I love to cook. Me cleaning my house is a part of me healing, because it's I cook, clean, and work out because those things are senseless acts. I like to overthink things and I think a lot. So when I'm doing those things, I don't have to think. I don't have to overthink. It's all about myself. It's all about my space. It's all about clean mind, clean body, clean home. Those are the things that help me heal. So.
Okay. I'm liking this. I am truly like this. All right. On a scale from 1 to 10, what is your happiness right now?
Some days it's like an 8, and some days it's like a 4. Today I'm in an 8 because I truly don't. I like with happiness. I think happiness is still a journey. It's just something, you just go through life, and life. I tell people, life be lifing. Life be lifing. Life be lifing. And but right now there are some things that I want to accomplish. There are some things that I want to do that I know that'll add to my happiness. So as of right now, I'm at about an 8. I am very, I will say that I'm happy right now. I am happy. I am content. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about my future and the things that I have going on in my life. So I'm all right. Like, I'm at about an 8, but once we get a couple little things that I want, they're only wants. I have all my needs met. It's just a couple wants. But I think once I get those, we'll see how I feel then. You never know. Once you get once you get these things, it's like, that didn't make me happy, but I think it will. So we'll see. And then I like helping people. So part of the things that I want is just finishing my journey, not finishing my journey, but continuing my journey. Mm-hmm. So once these little, the business side gets worked out, I think that I'll be a lot happier just because business will be in place.
Okay. If you can title your life, what would the title of your life be?
Well, I already titled it because it's going to be a book that's coming out in August, and it's called Leave It on the Curb.
Oh,
yeah. So I would title my life Leave It on the Curb. And again, so this is what I'm going to say. It is called Leave It on the Curb because everything that I have isn't for you. But so if you take something out of your house and you leave it on the curb, people don't have to pick it up, but they can if they want to, because it's on the curb and you no longer want it or you no longer need it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like my life, I would entitle it Leave It on the Curb because I have some things, some knowledge, some experiences that you can take from any age, from toddler to 80 years old. There are some things about my life that you can take, and there are some things that you just might need to leave on a curb because it might not be for you. But some things you might want to rummage through and take a look at and see like, hey, I can learn about this. I can learn about finances. I can learn about what not to do, what not to go, how to keep my head on the swivel in certain situations. So I would title my life, because that is the title of my book, Leave It on the Curb.
Right.
Because there are some things that you can pick up from me, and there are some things that you can leave.
Right. All right. So let's and I used to, because this question we get all the time is,
okay,
what made you get into adult industry?
Money.
You were young getting in. How old were you when you started?
I did my first one at 19.
At 19. Okay.
At 19. So initially when I did my first one, I was finessed. Told this story a few times. I was finessed. I don't like to give him publicity, so we're not going to say the name, but I was finessed. Okay. That was what he was known for. He was known for getting girls in. I'm from Cali. I'm from Southern Cali. So he was known for getting girls' first scenes. He got my first scene. He played the boyfriend role. Oh, if you like me, you'll do this for me. If you don't have me, he basically told me that all of the movies, I knew nothing about porn, by the way. I'm from the suburbs of Moreno Valley in California. I grew up in church. I didn't know. I was very sheltered. I knew nothing about porn. So he basically told me, hey, if you do this, no one's going to find out. Do you have any family in Europe? I'm like, no, I ain't got no family in Europe. I don't know nobody in Europe. So he was like, hey, well, then, as long as you don't have any people in Europe, then you're good. I was like, well, okay. Stupid at that time. So that was my first initial experience into the industry. Long story short, I ended up being on the box cover. He was outside a club selling the movies. It was just, everybody found out. I was 19 years old. I had just turned 19. I mean, everyone found out about it. My mother, my uncles, my family, my friends, everybody. So about a year later, I was in a huge depression. My stepfather had passed away. I was just extremely, extremely depressed. And I wanted to get out of the city that I'm from. It's a very small city. Moreno Valley is it was really small now. It's getting bigger. Excuse me. But I was just really depressed. People knew about it. I was very popular in the city that I'm from. And it was horrific. It was horrific. People were like, oh, Shauna's a porn star. No, that little $1,000 gone. What are you talking about? That was gone the same week. So it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I was sad. I was going through a depression. Like I said, my stepfather had passed away. And I wanted to get out of the home. I wanted to be able to leave home. I was living with my mother. I wanted to leave. I wanted to move. And a guy that was working for West Coast Productions, he's also from Moreno Valley, and he had saw the box cover through West Coast. And he was just like, hey, if you ever want to do another one, let me know. You know, it was no pressure. And then I wanted to get away. I didn't know I was working at AutoZone. I was like, this ain't enough money. Like, I need to go. Right. So I called him up, and he was so nice. He gave me his camera. I took his camera in the house. I had someone else take pictures for he, you know, of course, needed to see naked pictures of me. So I went in the house, had someone take pictures for me, gave him back his camera. He took the camera, you know, took the pictures, circled them around. Dick said he had some scenes for me, did it the right way, got my IDs, got me tested, brung me to the Valley, was a very, very sweet about it, did everything the right way. And then I shot my first scene with Ethan Hunt and Diana DeVoe. And Diana DeVoe shot it, and she's amazing and made me feel extremely comfortable. I didn't even have any clothes. She brought clothes for me. It was really, really comfortable. That was the right way. And I felt like I could continue to do it. Yeah. Now it's like, then I was like, okay, well, I know what I'm getting myself into. But I didn't care anymore because everybody had already seen me spread eagle. So it was like, well, heck, I might as well make this money now. Yeah. Then it just happened really, really fast. Like that one scene led into another scene, led into another scene. Within 5 months, I was signed with Black Market, signing. It literally took off within like 5 months. And then once it starts going, it ain't no slowing down. Yeah. Wow. So by then I was 20. So I did my first one at 19. When I came back a year later, I was 20. Then I was signing at my first avian convention. My birthday's in January, so avian's always in January. Yes. I was signing at my first avian convention, literally on my 21st birthday. It's like everyone wants to go to Vegas for their 21st birthday, and it's like I'm signing at an avian convention for my 21st birthday. Wild, just wild. Good time, but wild.
Wow. All right, so let me ask you this: what have been now? You gave us a little bit on how you got in, your first initial, introduction to it. Now, for your career on what you have, what has been your experience as being a Black starlet, being in the industry for you? How has that experience been for you?
Well, in the beginning, I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally jumped in head first. I had no idea what I was doing. Everything was trial and error. I watched some scenes from back then. I'm like, girl, you was clueless. And I truly, truly was. So my experience, I was very naive. I was young. I was extremely, extremely naive to the world around me. That industry is a business. And I didn't understand that how strong of a business it is. And I didn't take the business side seriously. So getting in my first couple years, maybe my first year and a half, after that, I kind of understood the ropes. But my first year and a half, it was weird because I was just doing stuff. You know what I mean? I had an agent. I was just taking the work. I was just doing stuff. But as I progressed and actually became Stacy Lane, it was hard. I felt like I was fighting for a name for myself. I felt like I was fighting with the other girls in the industry for scenes. It was very catty. I felt like there were certain scenes that I did that I know that I should have got more money for. Just as far as, honestly, my first time ever sleeping with a Caucasian, with a white man, was on camera, ever. So now knowing the difference between what the white girls get when they first sleep with the black, do interracial, I'm like, if that would have been promoted, that this was my first, I could have gotten way more money. So, but it wasn't, because that's just not how the industry is ran. You know what I mean? So my experience, I'm a little biased just because I didn't know, and I felt like if I did know, or if I had someone that was
Sit down and talk
coaching
to
me through it, then I could have been more successful. But honestly, it turned out the way that it should have.
Right.
Turned out the way that it should have. So my experience in it was good and bad. I have a lot of great experiences from it. I met a lot of beautiful people, but I do have some things that are like, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to. So when I post last week that you were going to be on, was it 2 weeks ago? I had one of the BTG. They was like, "Ain't that the girl that had something going on with Lex? I'm the beef or something."
I saw that.
I was like, "Wait, what? Wait, what did you talk? Like, I don't know anything about that." So he went on and sent me this little video, and let me tell you what it stems from. It stems from actually an interview that you did with Vlad TV.
Where I said I didn't want to go home to a guy big.
Yes. So the thing was that, so let me tell you, Lex had an interview on Vlad TV as well. And Vlad, let me say this. I'm sorry, Vlad. Vlad was being a little messy because in the content that you said, and you was like, "Oh no, I couldn't go home to that every day, to that size every day," meaning that that's what I do for work. That's something that I know that I cannot handle on a daily basis. That's all that you said. But the way that Vlad said the question, but then when Lex, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know what y'all encounter was," but Lex was like, "Yeah," she kind of looked at me, kind of funny when I asked her about that, what he said, and he kind of got in his feelings a little bit. Lex know he's large.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, that is really, I love him to death. Yeah. That's not bad. That's not, I'm sorry. I love him. I think he's a great black man, but
so much. I do. But what
that
I
ain't my.
was like, this what this man talking about?
Yeah, that's it. No, and I stand by that, and I still stand by that. No, that on camera is great, but baby, that's not my personal preference. It's not my personal preference. I need a little bit smaller. Maybe give me a little Mr. Marcus. Maybe I could go home to that. A little Nat Turner. I could go home to that every day. Lex Mandingo. Get somebody else to do it. What they say, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Because I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because I did write, because I when I do interviews, I definitely like to be interactive before because I support it, because I don't do them often. So when I do them, I want the interviewer to know that I support it. I love it. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm listening. So I did respond to that person like, "What are you talking about? Because you're not just gonna throw dirt on my name." No, because I don't have no beef. So you're not gonna give me no beef. I don't eat beef. You're not gonna put me in the beef, okay? No.
But that's what that was. That's all with that.
I figured that. Yeah. I figured that.
Yeah, that's what that was. And I'm saying, you just being messy.
Now you being messy too.
So then we say, "Nyomi, and don't be, easy."
And don't be easy on her about it. So I was like, "Well, what I say?"
Right. And it had me really get ready to go down that rabbit hole. Like, what the heck? I was like, this ain't that type of show. We ain't about to do that. But I had to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Whole lot of nothing. They probably watched the highlight, like, she's like, Stacy said this about Lex. Like, no, listen to it, because I didn't say anything bad. I just said that I don't want to go home to that.
Yes. See,
and I stand on that.
People don't listen.
2 years, 1 mouth for a reason.
Yes. Comprehend. All right. So I think, was it last year, year before last, you had actually written a few little inserts of your book, and I was reading them. And if you can do me, if you can share a little, one of your favorite passage from your book.
Oh gosh, I wish you would have told me. I would have brung it downstairs. Okay, let's see. I don't have anything. I don't have anything right in front of me. But let's see if I could pull up something from there really quick.
So maybe let me ask you, what's your favorite chapter?
Okay, so my favorite chapter is called "I Can Get Dick When I Can't Get a Hamburger."
Oh!
get dick when I can't get a hamburger. And under the quote, it is my grandmother's name because I'm really, really close to my grandmother, by the way. I love her. She told me this about 15 years ago, my grandmother, and she's a very beautiful woman, but you know, my grandmother will keep it real with you. She old school. So she told me, you know, when I was telling her about the industry, and she was like, well, shit, I can get dick when I can't get a hamburger. So, and I said, that is such a profound statement. That is a profound statement, and I like it, and I'm going to use it. And it stuck with me literally till this day. I think of that. And so that chapter is about porn. I did escort. So it talks about porn. It talks about escorting because that was my mentality.
Yeah.
After a while, it was once I learned the business and learned what I was doing and learned how I could capitalize off of it. And I saw how men treated me and exactly what I felt like they wanted from me. Certain men, of course, maybe want something more, but the majority, what they wanted from me, I was like, well, shit, you're offering dick. I can get dick when I can't get a hamburger. So,
got you.
What are we talking about? And that is probably one of my favorite chapters, only because it's something that my grandmother said. And like I said, I love my grandmother. And it really gets to get in depth of the industry and how I felt in things that happened to me and people that I met and how they made me feel. You know what I mean? So it's a very catchy phrase, but it actually, in that chapter, you get to learn a lot about the thing, not who I am, but what I did. Mm-hmm. And how it played an impact on who I am today. Mm-hmm. So that would be my favorite chapter of the book. Like I said, because it is a quote from my grandmother, and I truly, truly love her. And it is something that shaped me to being the woman that I am today. So that definitely would be one of my favorite chapters.
Beautiful.
Because it talks a lot about everything.
Right. I can't wait to pick up up on the curb. What is it? You can pick it up on the curb.
Leave it on the curb. Leave it on the curb. Leave it on the curb.
On the curb. Yeah. Yes, you better put that book out. Don't.
It is. I have a couple of legal things that I'm going through with my personal life, but we're fingers crossed that I'm trying to release it the same weekend of the Urban X Awards. So that is the plan. That is the plan that we've put in place. But as soon as we kind of get these little kinks out, next month we're finalizing a couple of little personal things that I have going on. And once that happens, full force.
I'm gonna be sending you little DMs like, what you doing?
Please do. And off camera, I'll let you know what it is. I'll let you know.
Did you leave it on the curb yet?
I'll let you know, because it's done, it's finished, and a lot of people have been waiting for it, and it's been years. It's been years that I was supposed to put this book out, but I have been going through some personal things that just needed to be taken care of personally before I can put something like that out, because it does talk about a lot. I've done a lot. Like I said, I've done porn. I've escorted. I sold drugs. I robbed. There was a lot of things that happened that need to finish legally before I can put that type of thing out.
Okay. This is gonna be a good book.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. I wrote it completely from start to finish by myself. So
beautiful.
I'm happy about it. I'm really, really happy about it. It was literally blood, sweat, and tears. Literally.
I am truly proud of you. I am truly proud of a lot of the women and the men that have been able to go beyond the industry. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So in saying that, for you, when you chose to retire, how was your transition off camera?
Okay, well, I don't like to say retire. I like to say quit, because retirement, you have a retirement plan, you got a pension, you got a 401k. Okay, I ain't got that. I quit.
Okay.
I quit. Well, because I ain't had no 401k. I ain't had that. Honestly, the transition, though, it was hard. Mm-hmm. It was some of the hardest thing. It was one of the hardest things that I had to do. Because I quit porn and then I quit escorting. So I quit porn first. And the escorting was making more money than the porn was. So I was like, I'm not showing up to set, driving to the valley, doing this and staying on set for 10 hours. For what? No. For a couple thousand? No, I'm okay. I'm gonna go do this. This is a couple thousand in an hour and I'm good. And it's not on camera. So it was, I quit 2 different times. So we'll talk about porn. The transition on quitting porn, it was fairly easy. It was fairly easy because I had already made a name for myself. I was still hosting parties all over the world. I was still doing feature shows all over the world. So it was easy because I still had that other money. Now to quit when I quit everything, now that's when it became a little bit harder. And that's when my flesh was extremely, extremely weak. I tell a story that, and she knows it, so I'll go ahead and say her name. It was a time where Beauty Dior, I had already quit. I had quit escorting. I had quit porn. I had quit everything. Beauty Dior called me about some money. And I was like, I was already done. I had already made this promise to God that I was done and that I would not go back to anything. So she called me. It was a lot of money. And I'm like, I'm broke as AF. Okay. So I had left this lounge in LA. I'm like doing 90 on the 405 after drinking. I got pulled over and got a DUI that night. Ended up having to sit in jail for 4 or 5 hours. But that was the most profound 5 hours I ever had to go through. And when I woke up and when I got out, I said, oh, I am done. I called her in the morning. I said, well, she had knew that I went to jail because she was on the phone with me. So I called her in the morning. I said, listen, my flesh is weak. And if you love me and if you are my friend, you won't call me. She never called me because we're really good friends. So she never called me for anything. She never asked me. And I literally had to say that. Like, I had to be vocal about it because I wasn't vocal about it to anyone. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. No. But I said, listen, and I said those exact words. My flesh is weak. I can't handle this because I might come if you call me for the right amount. I might come. So my flesh is weak. So if you love me, don't call me. So the transition was really, really hard for me because I felt like, and I'm going to get a little spiritual, but I felt like God said, if you want to be removed and if you want your sanity and if you want, and I'm a bit vain. So if you want your beauty, if you want your life, if you want your mind, I am going to take everything away from you and you have to start from scratch. You cannot have the money. You cannot have the car. You cannot have the condo. You cannot have anything that came from that. You have to start over. And I had to start over with a clean slate. And I'm so happy that it happened because I have a beautiful life now. But the transition out was hard. I was in church a lot. I prayed a lot. That's when I started just working out and taking care of myself more and taking care of my body and getting deeper into my spirituality. I've always gone to church. I grew up in church. I grew up as a preacher's kid. So it was something that was always in me. It wasn't, people say, oh, well, you found God. No, I didn't find God. I just returned to him. I just surrendered my life and said that I needed help. I can't do this alone. Because there would be times where I would do porn on Saturday, go to church with my parents on Sunday. Or go do porn on Sunday, go to church on Sunday, go see a client on Sunday night. Like, that was just my life. So I got to a point where I was like, literally, I was living with my parents. It was a point where I didn't have a car. It was very, very, very hard. The transition was extremely hard, but I kept the faith. I stayed strong. I stayed doing the things that I knew that were right. And God rewarded me for it in the end.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. For you, for dating, how has dating been for you? You know, because the biggest thing now is that, you know, that you a sex worker, you're a porn star, you're a stripper, whatever, that, you know, you don't deserve a man. You don't deserve to be happy. You don't deserve, who will marry you, you little, you know what I mean? But what has that been for you in dating?
Sometimes dating has been hard, but honestly, I have an amazing day. I'm single now. I have an amazing dating life. I don't have a problem. I I date a doctor now. I date a doctor. I date a sheriff. Like, I have an amazing dating life, and everyone knows what I come from and what happened. And if my thing is, if I go on a date with you and I like you, I'm going to tell you within the first date or two, because I want you to have an option. I don't like people taking my options away. So I always like to give people an option before they start to like me, or before I start to like them too much, to be able to opt out of this before either one of us gets hurt. And I like to explain to them, what I did with my life is going to affect your life in some form. Your friends are going to know about it. Your family is going to know about it. Your mother, your father, your uncle, your coworkers will probably even know about it, because I'm not going to be quiet about what I did, because if I'm quiet about what I did, I can't help heal the next person. And that is what my purpose is. That is what I truly believe my purpose is. So my dating experience, I would have to say it's been good. I mean, I've dated some people that I know that only wanted me for the sexual desires of who I am and what I can give them. But for the most part, I don't have that problem. And I truly think I don't have that problem because it's not in my day-to-day life. You get to live and be a normal life with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, there are some times where I'm going to have to sit down with Nyomi Banks and, hey, I'm going to do an interview today and I'm going to talk about these things. You know what I mean? So there are certain situations where, yes, you will have to encounter but I mean, if you're able to be secure within yourself, and it does take a very secure man, because your friend, your coworker, your dad can look me up, but you have to be well enough to say, hey, this is what she did. I love her for who she is now, because I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a beautiful person. I have a lot of great things to offer a man. I have a lot of great things going on for myself. So I've never had anyone not talk to me, not date me because of my past. Okay. Now, we may have not worked out because of whatever differences we've had, but I don't have a problem dating. And again, like I said, I think it's because of just the way that I carry myself as a woman. Right. I don't walk around like a sex symbol. You know what I mean?
All right. So we're going to do this. Okay. I'm going to have just a little fun with you. A little bit.
All right. Let's do it. A
little bit. So I have to rephrase these. I've asked a few of them that's been, here, or so it's screw, marry, put it into, because I can't say the word. So it's screw, marry, put an end to. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you 3 names.
Okay.
I got to put them in there. I just got to
okay.
Lex.
Who?
Lex, Mr. Marcus, and Prince Joshua.
Dang. That's hard. Oh, man. Okay. So, screw Mr. Marcus, marry Prince, put it into Lex. I'm sorry. I hate to say it that way. No beef, Lex. No beef. I promise no beef, but we got to do it,
All right, so at this time right now, we do open up the lines. We start to open up the lines. So I want to do this.
45 minutes. Oh, God, we've had a long time.
So what I want to do, I want to take a break, but then when we come back, we're going to open up the lines. Either they're going to give us a call or they're going to come straight from here. So let me do this. Let me put this number out there right now. It's 626-605, Ask Nyomi. That's 626-605-2756. The lines are open right now. So if you guys have any questions for Miss Stacy Lane, and let me tell you something, if you're new here and you just come in, we keep it sexy over here. You understand what I'm saying? We keep it over here. So I want y'all to come in with some respect.
Yes.
Please come in here with some respect. We're going to take a quick break. And we be back. This your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on Ask Nyomi Vision to Get Back. We be right back.
Hey, my sexy people, it's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks. And I finally did it. I've written my first book. Well, actually, it's a living journal. It's called Good Morning, My Sexy People, where I share my stories in different posts, but help a healing workbook for you. So it's 90 days to kick off your healing living journey. Pre-purchase now. Go to AskNyomi.com and hit shop. Listen. Hey, my sexy people, this is your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, and I just wanted to talk about something a little serious real quick. Right now in this world, sex trafficking is at an all-time high. And I want you ladies to be especially aware when you are out and pay attention to certain things. Now, there's a list of things right here that is going around social media, and I just wanted to pay special attention to it and just share it with you. So as I always say, always keep it sexy, but always be safe.
Hey, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here on Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Thank you guys for just coming in, my BTG crew. I see you all. I see you all right there. What's going on, Dog Pound Mike?
We all good. We all good.
We here with the beautiful.
Can you see me?
Yes, girl. Yes, we can see you.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I can't see my screen. Oh, Lord.
Yes, we can see you, honey. We can see and hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I can't see my screen. I don't know where it went. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry.
So the phone lines are open. It is the phone number is 626-605 Ask Nyomi. That's 626-605-2756. So let me tell you this, guys. So you guys been all on the thing talking about, I want to talk to Stacy Lane. I want to hear what she got to say. This is a time that you can ask those questions. But I do got one question for you. Because you have been one of the top squirters, especially when it comes to Black women and squirters for you. How has that been for you in your regular life? Do you squirt in your regular life?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Not really. Not really. Actually, most of the time my sexual encounters are in my bed. You know, I'm cleaning that up. I have white sheets. I mean, granted, it's not gonna get messy, but it's just like, who gonna sleep in the wet spot?
Right.
I have a very expensive mattress that I love. You know. Who no, and it's not because I don't like to, because it is an amazing feeling. But I'm not cleaning it up. I'm not. It's like it takes so much out of you that it's just like. So now I gotta get up. Now I gotta try to make sure my mattress is cool. I gotta change the sheets or leave it there. And then who wants to leave it there? You know what I mean? Or like put a towel over it. Like it's too much. So it's more of a, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna have to get on the floor. We're gonna do it on vacation. It's more so like that. Like, and don't get me wrong, the partners that I've been with, they love it and they want me to almost do it all the time. And I would, but I'm just not cleaning that up. And I'm just not about to mess up my duvet and my night. I'm not doing that. Like, who I paid all this money for these sheets? We're not doing this. Like, I'm sorry. We're just not doing it. Want to get on the floor?
You gonna mess up the Airbnb, huh?
We're gonna mess with the hotel. We're gonna mess with the Airbnb, you know. So we can do that. If you want to go get a hotel, we can get a hotel for the night. I'm cool with that. Keep it sexy, you know, but I'm just not doing it. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I'm still extremely sexual and I love the feeling. But it's too messy. It's just too messy. You know, it's just way too messy for me. It's just not something that I want to clean up because I'm gonna be the one cleaning it up.
Right. So when was the first time that you realized that you were able to do that?
It was before I had got into the industry that I knew that I was able to do it. And I didn't know what it was. I honestly, I thought that I had like urinated on the guy. Like I did because, and then back then, you know, now it's like this whole, every girl can do it. I highly doubt it. But you know, when back then, when it came out on camera, it was just like, no one could really do it. And I didn't know. So my agent at the time was just like, can you do this? Like we were watching videos. Like I was so naive to the industry that I literally had to watch porn to do porn. I had to watch it to do it. Yeah. Literally, I had to watch it to do it. So it was this video we were watching. I think it was what's that girl's name back then? I can't remember. She was a white girl. Flower something. Yeah. So because Jada wasn't like out publicly doing it yet at the time, I don't think. So he's like, "Can you do this?" No, she was, but we didn't have a video. We didn't have a video of it. And
right.
I'm like,
once Flower left, and she kind of took over as
yeah. So it was kind of like I was like, I could do that, and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." I didn't know what is that? And then he told me, and I'm like, he's like, you can't do it. I'm like, yes, I can. And he gave me a Hitachi, and I literally did it right there on this floor.
See, y'all some very good.
Always right there.
They always very special person, a man to get me there because I could not do it on my own. I remember when Axel Braun had like grain. He like was doing like black rain or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do with this girl, and I was like, I really can't do that. He's like, yes, you can. I can make you do it, and I'm like, no. And it just like I was like, that's what that is.
Yeah,
I did it in my personal and didn't know what that was, and like was embarrassed, like what the heck, what just happened? But that's what that was. Yeah, yeah. So
yeah, I was very young. I did not know what it was. So even then, so it took me. So I was like 18 when I first did it. So I really didn't know what I was doing until I was like 21.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a couple years because I remember doing it and you know when I was younger and was just super embarrassed, thinking like this furniture. I was super embarrassed. Like I'm like, oh my God. And he was young too, so he didn't know. It was just like both of us not knowing nothing.
Right. Right.
But here we are.
So we got some guests. We got some folks on here. Mr. Mask Man.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mask Man. How are you?
I'm all right.
Hi.
Miss Nyomi, how are you, Stacy?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
All right. Well, I usually don't have any questions. I usually just like to say hello, but I got a couple. Okay. I heard you talking about spirituality. I heard you talking about God a lot. And I have I kind of have a weird relationship with God. I'm not really religious or anything like that. So in your opinion, Stacey, do you believe that God has a problem with porn industry?
No, I don't think so.
No, I was asking Stacy.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I don't. I truly do not believe that God has a problem with porn. I feel like everybody can be a vessel. I feel like the things that I went through and me going through porn and me experiencing porn and the way that I experienced it and who I am today, I feel like I went through those things to serve a purpose. I feel like I went through those things so that the next young girl, even if I'm able to tell one girl, hey, this probably ain't what you want to do. I feel like I'm doing God's work. I feel like I'm able to save someone. I feel like I'm able to help heal someone. So I do not believe that God has a problem with porn. God, there was plenty of whores in the Bible, plenty. So no, I don't feel like he shuns on it at all. I feel like he allows us to go through human experiences in order to connect with him.
So would you dissuade somebody from getting into porn, or would you give them your blessing to get into it if they wanted to get into it?
I would never give anyone my blessing to get into porn. But what I do, because I do it currently, what I do is I'm going to tell you my experiences. That's the only thing that I can tell you. I can tell you my good experiences and I can tell you my bad experiences. So I'm going to tell you the experiences and I'm going to give you my advice based off of my personal experience. And my advice is going to always be find another way. My advice will always be find another way. My advice will, but if you're hell gun on it, I can't stop you, but I'm definitely not going to hold your hand or walk you through it. But if there's a period of time where you're in it and you need help getting out, I will be there to help you, but I'm never going to tell you, here, call this person. They're going to help you get. That's not who I am. I'm going to give you my advice and tell you that I don't think that it's the right decision. And I'm going to tell you that I don't think it's the right decision because this is going to live with you for generations to come. Porn does not just stop with your life. Porn is going to affect your life, your children's life, and it could affect your grandchildren's life. It can affect your spouse's life, your spouse's bonus kids and everything. So I like to tell people the full 360 of what could possibly happen.
Yeah, I just feel like porn being around, it kind of saved me when I was going through mental issues, and I just don't know. Let me go to my next question. Define cheating.
I can't define cheating. I can't define cheating because I truly believe, and I tell people this all the time, I truly believe cheating is what you and your mate base it on. I can't tell you what cheating is. Some people may feel like cheating is going to the strip club. I personally don't feel like cheating on me is going to the strip club. Now, if you don't bring me back some chicken wings, now you might be cheating on me because you ain't bring me back no chicken wings when you went to Magic City. So that might be cheating on me. But I don't believe that cheating is, I can't tell you what cheating is. Cheating is what 2 people, 3 people, 4 people say it is.
The reason I asked is because of that same Vlad TV interview you did. The Vlad TV interview, you said if you and your man were married and you would have a contract, a prenup that said if you cheated, you would get the void, the prenup or something like that. If somebody cheated on who, and I was like, what does she consider cheating? What is
for whoever she's in a relationship with? That's for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever you decide, it's not a set thing.
No, it's not a set thing. It's not a set thing because honestly, I personally do not feel like if my man went out and slept with another woman, he would be completely cheating on me. Now, if you going out and you buying this heifer bags and you paying her rent and you doing it and you're sleeping over at her house and you pillow talking, now you cheat. But if you went on vacation and you went to DR with you and your friends and you do what boys do in DR, I can look past that. Okay. Now, if you blowing bags, you cheating because now you cheating.
Okay. I think that's all I got. All right, Miss.
Thank you. I appreciate your questions. They were really good.
Yes, man. Thank you, baby.
All right.
Have a good one. All right, guys, this is your girl, D Goddess Nyomi Banks here on Ask Nyomi Virginia Gap podcast. Well, our lines are open. If you want to ask Miss Stacy Lane any questions or you want to just, show her some love, give us a call at 626-605-2756. That is 626-605-2756 and give us a call. We got somebody else up here. What's going on, JJ?
No, JJ is, there you go. Let's add him in.
Hey, JJ.
Y'all can see me? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Hi, Miss Goddess Nyomi. Hi, Miss Stacy Lane. First of all, I want to say I'm a huge fan. My favorite scene of you of all time is, and I know you probably hear this all the time, but it's with you, Angel Eyes, CJ Wright, and Ace. And it was like a 1970s scene. That's like my favorite scene of yours of all time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't hear that one all the time. I don't, but that's good to know that was, that was like an 80s kind of vibe feel. That was a good
Yeah, it was like a 1980s New Year scene. That was the scene. I guess it was.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I was gonna ask you another question, but you already had picked it up. I watched like some of your interviews with the Hospital Lounge, and I know you had said, like, if I'm not mistaken, you had said that you had actually said you actually try to help people not watch porn. And that actually kind of caught me by surprise. Because let's be honest, even though I love porn just as much as the next person, let's be honest, porn can be addicting. Some people overly watch it. So I wanted to ask, what made you start wanting to do that?
I think I don't help people not watch it. Like I said, I like to give people an open-minded view. What people really need to understand is that porn, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. That porn can mess with your psyche. And that is a fact. It is not fiction. That is a fact. Porn will potentially mess with your psyche. And the way that it is you may watch a boy-girl porn. Okay, cool. It's cute. It's nice. And then you're going to keep searching. That's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. You're going to search to the next thing. You're going to go for the next hardcore thing and the next hardcore thing. And then before you know it, you're watching some lady do an animal because that's what it's going to take to get you off. So no, I don't tell people. I never tell people what to do. That's not what I'm for. I don't tell people what to do. But I do tell them my experiences and I do give facts. And that's just a fact. Yeah. The more you watch it, the more it's going to desensitize you. That is what it's going to do. It's going to desensitize you. Yes, it is beautiful. It is a beautiful experience. You get to watch people have these beautiful interactions together. But then at the same time, you don't know what these people really feel about each other. You don't know any of these things. So I say that if you say that you like it, you say that you watch it, ask yourself when you get off of here, how long do you spend searching for the right video to get you off? If you spending too much time,
Yeah.
you're now desensitized.
Got you.
Like it was somebody just was on here, just was a little too desensitized. Like
They're too desensitized.
right, I don't, because I know
Yeah.
that
And
they
then
on here couldn't see what I was seeing, and I don't know if you saw it, if anybody seen it, but it was it was something going back in this back studio right here.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't want to see
it. And then also I wanted to ask, this was a random thought. Can you give me a underrated Black female and male performer from back in the day that was a good performer but didn't get enough credit, in your opinion?
Me? No. If I'm being honest, I don't feel like I got enough credit. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like I don't, and again, I'm not a person. I don't bash other people. I don't do any of that. I don't really like to talk about other people because that's just not where I am. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't feel like I got enough credit. I don't. I feel like I put in a lot of work. I feel like I didn't get enough credit, but now I don't need the credit. But if we're just talking strictly about the industry, I do not feel like I got the credit I deserved. I don't feel like you said that your favorite scene was with me and Angel Eyes. Personally, and I'll just say this because I've said it before, my favorite scene was with me, Marie Love, and Justin Slayer. Now, at this time, Marie Love was and still is one of the biggest Black performers. You know what I mean? Me as a squirter, and Marie Love and Justin Slayer did not get nominated for anything that year that movie came out. Justin Slayer had his own distribution company. I'm sorry. He had his own distribution company. Marie Love was under that distribution company, and I was under both of them. That should have been nominated, and it wasn't. And that's when it comes to the Black and white thing and AVN and paying for stuff. So if I could say anybody, I would say me. I can't really say any guys because
yeah, right. But for you, like now, this is a celebration that this year, Urban X Award is coming back live and doing their shows, and you are in this Hall of Fame class of 2023. When you saw that, did you feel like I'm being recognized and honored and important? Like, how did you feel when your picture came across and and they showed that of you?
Honestly, I was happy. I was happy. I really was happy. And I'm so appreciative to the people over at Urban X Awards for acknowledging me. I felt like it was about time. I don't want to sound not humble, but I was appreciative. I'm happy. I like I said, I don't really involve myself with the adult industry anymore, but I will be at the Urban X Awards, and I will be there accepting my award. I'm going to fly from Atlanta to LA and go get my award because I'm happy about it. I did put in a lot of work. I did do a lot. And I'm happy to finally be recognized as a Hall of Fame performer because I did a lot in my generation. You know what I mean? I know that there was beautiful people that came before me that have even came after me. But as far as I'm concerned, I feel like I'm very happy. I'm extremely happy, and I'm going to be there with bells and whistles on. Like, it's going to be a big weekend. And I'm putting my book out that same weekend because I'm happy about it. I really, truly am happy about it. I am. I'm inviting everybody, all my friends. I'm happy. Like, I really am. Like I said, it's not something that I promote. I don't go around just, I'm a blah, 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 blah. I don't do that, but I am happy about it. I really, really am. And I don't want to dummy that down either, that I'm happy about getting a Hall of Fame award for being a porn star, because I am happy about it. I put in a lot of work and I feel like I deserve it.
Right. If you had one advice to give to the stars that's out there right now that's active, what would your advice be to them?
Make it worth it. Whatever worth it is to you, make it worth it. Mm-hmm. If it's the money, if it's the fame, whatever it is, make it worth it. That's it. Just make it worth it, and make it worth something that you can live with in the future. Make it worth something that you are able to die with, because that's what's going to happen. We all are going to die. So just make sure that it is something that you are able to live with. That's it. Just make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying, how you look, take care of your presentation, take care of your look, take care of your health. Think of it as a business, because it is a business. I done came before you, people came before me, and it's going to be somebody after you. So if it's something that you're going for, and if it's something that you want, get what you want, get in, get your money, get whatever. I don't want to say just get your money, get whatever it is that you want to get out of it, get it, let it serve its purpose in your life, and move on, because at some point in time you have to move on. You have to move on. So whatever you want from that, get it and go. That's it. That is my best advice, because then a new girl turn 18 every day. New girl turns 18 every day. So whatever it is that you want from it, get it, hold on to it, and go.
Right. So let me ask you this question too. This is something that I know I felt very strongly about this. Knowing that you did come in at 19, do you think there needs to be an age limit on coming into the industry?
I think that there needs to be a class. You know how like when NBA players, NFL players, they have to go through like a class.
You know, they have that. And back in the day, when I first came, yes, when we went to go get tested, they'll sit there and they had the whole videos and stuff that you will watch. Yes, but yes,
See, I didn't get that experience. I think that it should be a requirement, like how you have to be tested through one company. I feel like you need to go through like 40 hours of training of what you're going to do. And sex trafficking, because of some girls are sex trafficking. I feel like you need like a 40-hour, you need to come in through, I don't know what their testing company is now, but whatever your testing company is now, I feel like there needs to be a training class, an awareness training class.
Right. But originally, I'm sorry, but I want to cut you off, because originally it was AIM, and it's actually from Miss Sharon, and I forget her last name, but she was actually in the industry. She was a woman that was in the industry, and she became a doctor. And her thing was that she really wanted to put that in forward with us being tested, with the different things. But when you go in there, the very first time you go in there, you sit there and you watch this video, and they show you everything of what you need to do from there, who you got to stay away from, literally. And the video, it wasn't no 40-minute. I mean, it wasn't no 40-hour. It's probably like an hour, maybe an hour-long video, 45-minute, hour-long video that you sit in there, and they actually give you a choice if you want to continue to do, and then you sign your papers, say yes, this, and then they, take your tests, right, and then they'll come back. It was like literally, I used to love that, because they used to have that there and have somebody, a nurse, come in and talk to you as well.
That's good. They need to bring that back. Why they stop that?
I do not know.
That's not a good idea. They need to continue that.
I know, but yeah, that was something big back then. Yeah, well, I said back then, like I was, but yeah,
but it is. Mine was 16 years ago, so
yeah. Right there, Ames. That was the very.
That was. See, I didn't get that experience at AIM. I didn't get that. I remember my first time going to AIM too. I was so nervous. Oh, I was nervous. But that would be that. I think
they didn't have the video for you or nothing.
They had nothing.
Girl,
go and take that blood. Get
all right, take some more calls. We got some more calls.
Sure.
All right. We're gonna take a caller. Hey, Reginald, where you calling us from? Hello?
Reginald, you still there?
Okay, Reginald. All right. Well, no Reginald. Okay. All right. Mr. Rockhard. Hey, Mr. Rockhard.
Yo, what's happening? How y'all doing?
Hello, hi.
First, hold on. I want to give us a little smoke for Miss Nyomi for this podcast. I highly appreciate you. We be linking this up with our favorite adult stars, and I thank you. And shout out
He
to
gotta
you.
put one in the air for you.
Really? Really, Rock?
You know what? Go ahead, take another puff for me. Take another puff for me. Inhale one good time. One good time for me.
Wow, you trying to get us bad, boy?
Oh, I'm not supposed to do this? Oh,
no!
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad, love. Oh, I'm about to get you in trouble. Oh, shit.
Look,
See, we ain't
just
gonna put this on
not
YouTube.
popping right now. Now you about to get us put off.
Oh, my bad. Damn, I'm fucking it up. My bad. I'm trying to give you a shout out and shit. My bad. Damn. Shit. Damn.
Oh
my bad. Hey, yo, YouTube, please don't ban Miss Nyomi. That's my fault. I'll take that bullet. That's my fault. Don't ban Nyomi. That's my fault.
Don't ban Nyomi.
My bad. That's my bad. But nah, shout out to you though, man. Definitely appreciate you. But I want to know two things for both of y'all. Well, if you had to do a Mount Rushmore of porn stars, who would that be for y'all?
That's too many. I can't. I'm gonna be honest. I can't. It's too many. Because I feel like for me, it's so many great people. It's so many great performers. Like I honestly, I personally, I can't. And there's so like I just love so many people, and I feel like everybody was great in their own way. I can't do it.
You can't. Everybody had their own lane of what they were doing.
Yeah. And I wish I would have known that there was so many different lanes and everybody was in their own lane because it felt so competitive. Well, for me, it felt so competitive for me.
Okay.
It really, really did. I felt like I was like climbing up a ladder.
And when you said that, I was looking like, really? I mean, I did. I didn't see that. Actually, I thought you guys were like a nice little club, like a nice little, group
of. It was, but it was still very competitive. I felt so.
Well, can I narrow it down for you and say black actors?
I still can't because that's all I know. That's all I really didn't do crossover until I almost was out.
Who's yours, Rock?
Yeah, go ahead.
A top 5?
Yes, your top 5.
Jada.
Okay. She in mine too. Okay, go ahead.
You, Nyomi.
Yes, she in mine.
Another good one.
Okay, third, be Carmen.
Another good one.
Never had a chance to work with Carmen Hayes.
Carmen.
Me neither.
Carmen's getting a little difficult now. I'll put Vanessa up there.
Vanessa Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Vanessa. And now it's hard. Cause it'll be a 3-way tie between Cherokee, Pinky, and Beauty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cheat and go in New York and say Beauty. I'm gonna cheat.
Okay.
I'm
gonna go in New York on that one.
Okay.
Now the second question is more for Miss Stacy. Do you have a favorite rapper?
A favorite rapper?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sugar Free. I'm from Cali.
Sugar Free.
Do you know who Sugar Free is?
No.
You don't know who Sugar Free is? No. See, I'm from Cali, so now you gotta look him up. He's from Cali. He's from Pomona. His name is Sugar Free the Pimp. And he is just a good rapper from Cali. I love him. He sing a song like, I'd rather give you my, than to let you breathe on my last with an endo smoke. I'd rather give you my tonight.
Hold on. Sugar free. I'm gonna remember that. Sugar free. You give me something to look up. You definitely Cali style.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, can I do just
one old school Cali rapper?
Can I do an experiment real quick? Because I saw Nyomi look when I asked that question about the rappers, and I was wondering if I could do an experiment and see if my theory works with Nyomi.
Oh, your theory works with me?
Can I see if it worked real quick?
Go ahead. Just make sure.
Okay, because if you're always respectful. No, because when I ask who your favorite rapper, it helps me like see like your personality a little bit. My theory about rap is if that's your favorite rapper, it's kind of like the voice for you in the public way for you. So you said, Nyomi, like your 2 favorite rappers would be Pac and LL, right?
Yes.
Now, if I'm right, I'll say two things that's important to you is appearance, because LL was about sex appeal, so appearance is very important to you. And Pac was always about speaking his mind, so it's like it's important to you to speak your mind and have appearance. Is that true?
Well, yeah, and more with the appearance of being, because he did have like a nice little sexy swag with for LL Cool J too. But what mostly is that he was able to do something that no one else was doing at that time when he did "I Need Love" as a slow song. Remember, wasn't nobody doing it at that time. So when I saw that when he rapped that and he did that and he flipped that, that let me know like you can really do anything you want to. Don't ever let nobody limit you. So that is truly when I fell in love with LL Cool J.
Definitely. That's peak. I want to show you one thing. I know y'all like reading. If y'all get the chance to read something, if y'all true hip hop heads, it's a book called Hip Hop Yearbook.
Okay.
And it breaks down like the biggest hip hop hit from '79 to like 2014.
Okay. So let me ask you this, right? Because you ask this to almost every guest about their rap. Are you a fan or are you a rapper? Do you rap?
When I was younger, we used to mess around a little bit. We used to play around, like we would smoke something, be in a circle, freestyle. But like, far as taking it serious, I never took it serious. I was in football.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate the love that you
Thank you
give
for
it.
your question.
Yeah.
And Stacy, man, shout outs to you. Shout outs to Nyomi. You said some real positive stuff. You said like somebody could look you up. No, they could look up the past you. They don't know the real you right now though. So shout outs to both of y'all, man. Definitely.
Thank you, Rod.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Rod.
Thank you.
So Ben Naomi, that's my fault.
All right, guys, it's your girl, the Goddess Naomi Banks here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast, and I am here with the sexy Miss Stacy Lane. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back. We got a few more calls. You gonna take some more calls for me?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
All
good.
right,
We can take
all
a
right,
couple more calls.
all right. Thank you. All right,
I
we'll be
got
right
time.
back. All right, it is Ask Naomi letter time. Oh my God, it's been a long time since we did an Ask Naomi letter. All right. He said, "Good morning, Naomi. I enjoy your podcast and I'm happy for everything that you are doing. I have a relationship question if you don't mind me asking, and also emailing me back a response." He said, "I have been seeing an ex-girlfriend for over a year, but it's semi-tricky because she is married to some other guy. No, he doesn't know about the affair. My question is that I have asked her more than once to leave him and be with me exclusively, and she keeps saying no. And it's complicated and it restricts when I come to to her home, because she doesn't want her neighbors to know. Should I let her go and be done with her, even though she claims she loves me?"
Hey, my sexy people. So this is your girl, the Goddess Naomi Banks. And there is messages that are read every week on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. So if you want love, sex, relationship advice, email me at info@asknaomi.com.
All right, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess here on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. I forgot where I was at. You guys remember, if you guys need any love, sex, relationship, even spiritual uplifting, you can email me anytime at info@asknaomi.com. We are here with the beautiful Hall of Famer. We can say that now. Hall of Famer, Miss Stacy Lane. How are you, baby?
I'm good. I am
Are you
good. I'm
enjoying?
good. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this. It's fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I really like your show. It's fun.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to shout out to my BTG crew. I see all of the comments. I'm loving that y'all are showing her love here. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. But we're gonna take some more calls. The lines are open. We got a few more moments. 626-605 Ask Naomi. That's 626-605-2756. And we got Mr. Reggie. Hey, Reggie.
He said it was back up.
Mr. Reggie. Reggie don't want to talk today.
Let's see if Joseph on.
Hello? Hello? No, no one's on today. No one caller, no caller on today, huh? All right. Yeah. Okay. Mm. All right. All right. We say shout out to the dog pound. To the dog pound crew. Shout out dog pound. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right. So now you have the book. The book is coming out. Leave It on a Curb in August at Urban Excellence. Actually, Urban
Next
Excellence
weekend.
got something really phenomenal going for the first time. They are doing what they call like a festival, and that kicks off
Yeah.
Friday. What day is that?
18th
August 18th, 19th, and 20th. So they're doing a whole weekend of
weekend.
events in LA. So guys, make sure you guys go over to Urban X Awards and get your tickets because they got tickets for the whole weekend, as well as with some of your favorite stars. You can go ahead and put them in because they're doing pre-nominations right now.
Yeah.
They're doing pre-nominations right now, so you can go ahead and put that. And actually, I'm gonna put this out there. Go ahead and put my podcast in there. Put it in.
Yeah.
They
Put
got
it in there.
in there. Like you hit that button and put it in there. Yeah, but and then you guys will be able to meet Miss Stacy Lane in person, as well as she will have her book and she will be able to autograph and sign it there. I'm claiming it. Like, I'm putting it out there. It's going to
It's
happen.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bring your dollars, bring your Cash App, your Zelle, your Venmo. You know.
I know that's right. I know.
Bring it all. I'm excited about that weekend. I really am. Because I don't do industry events, so I'm excited because I feel like this is going to be like my last like industry event like that. So I'm excited to see people. I really hope that a lot of people from the industry show up. I was talking to Cherie about it. She was like, I can't wait to see you. I don't really know anybody now. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see you either. So I haven't seen anybody. I haven't been really around anybody. I know you had Marie Love on the show recently, and she's one of my really good friends. She actually flew to Atlanta for my birthday. So she stayed here at my house. And
tell me about that.
Yeah. So she'll probably be joining me down there. But I'm excited. I'm excited about that weekend because like I said, it'll probably be one of my last little industry things that I attend. It's just not part of my life anymore. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm going to get the award. I'm excited about the weekend. So
that's beautiful.
And then I don't get to hang out. I don't get to party. So I'm like, oh, I get to go hang out.
So you got the book coming out. Then what you doing after the book?
Panel speaking. So my thing is all about I just want people to hear me, hear my story. I don't really have a direction as far as what I want it to go in. I'm letting God lead me in that, like whatever direction he says that this should go in, it's gonna go in. My big thing is just I want my story to be heard. I want to be able to express myself and express the things that I've done and the things that I've seen. And if in that journey of me being able to express myself heals or helps someone, then that's something that I'm willing to do. What people don't know about me now is I'm a copywriter. I've been writing for the past 6 years. So that's something that people don't know. I've been writing. It is something that I'm very, very passionate about. It is something that I study about. It is something that I definitely put a lot of energy and effort into. So that's something I've done a lot of background work for a lot of different things. And I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but I will say this: I'm a mother now, and that takes up a lot of my time. For the past 4 years, I've been a mother, and it has been one of the most liberating experiences that I've ever had. It drives me, it encourages me, it uplifts me, it heals me. And it is something that I take very, very seriously. I take being a mother very, very, very seriously, and I love it. Gosh, it is just I'm going to tear up. It is just one of the most spiritual things that I've ever went through. And I'm just excited and just happy about the journey that I get to share with this little person that just adores me. So regardless of what anyone has to say or what anyone has to think, this little person just adores me, and I am the light, the moon, the stars, and the earth. And I cultivate that, and I feed off of that energy. And I just want to be the best version of myself, so that this person can look at me and say, you're the best,
Yeah.
which they do. So it's amazing. Like I said, I just want to continue to be the best version of myself. That is all that I'm trying to do. That is all that my purpose is right now, is just to continue to be the best version of myself. That is it. I try to work on myself from my toes to every follicle in my head. I'm constantly trying to renew myself. I am constantly trying to better myself from the inside out, and that is all that I'm about nowadays. That is literally it. Everything that I breathe, think, and do is literally about the next step, and just about being present, and about being honest, and about being open, and about being transparent, and healing myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all that I'm here for. That's all that I want to do. That is literally it. And like I said earlier, if my story can help heal one person, I'm cool with that. And it already has. So, if it can continue to do more, then I'm off for that. That's it. Like, I just want to be the best version of myself. I want to continue to nurture my inner child. That's it. I just want to continue to nurture her and continue to love on this little girl right here, and just make this person proud. I want to be able to look at this person and say, are you proud? Are you happy?
Yeah.
And as long as I can look at this person, she says she's happy and she says she's proud of the outcome of our life, then I'm okay with that.
You see, that's why I love my queen. I am loving on all of us in this that came from this industry. You just do not understand, because I see so many light workers. I see so many that are pushing forward regardless. They ask God for courage to lead them, to guide them. They are surrendering, they are being obedient, and they are doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing is that I want to say is that for this is that I know there are people out there that are naysayers, and they will always speak and try to remind us or what we done or where we was at or whatever. But you know what? That is a part of my story. That is a part of your story. That is a part of everyone's story. And as you say, there are holes in the book. Matter of fact, God walked right next to the side of them.
Hello.
If you want to go in the Bible, really in detail for it and really, really see what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I thank you. Thank you for trusting us and coming on here and being, I'm not going to say vulnerable, but being strong in you. You understand? Being strong in you and being able to share, because a lot of people ain't there yet. A lot of people not there yet. I posted a video, and when I tell you, it went viral. It went viral.
I saw that. I'm like, why are they so bothered by you saying that you?
Let me tell you something. I've been going through doing work, and for the past 10 years, well, it's longer than that now. I've been doing my work and praying and asking God for strength. And I surrendered. He told me to step out there and be bold in what I do. I set you on this path, on this platform, and this is what you do. And I continue to keep saying, keep going, Stacy.
Yeah, thank you.
Move, keep moving, move with it, elevate, keep elevate, and keep sharing and telling your stories, and keep living in that light that God has surrounded around you.
Thank you.
Anything and everybody else. I don't even comment no more. I don't do any. I leave it up there because it's doing
exactly. Say what you gotta say. Exactly.
Everything that you say, I'm taking them as lessons, and I'm gonna do shows on each one of them. So thank you for the content that you are giving me within that, because there's so many things that's in there, and I have to remember these are hurt people. Hurt people that need to be healed, and you might not speak my language. Well, you might not speak my language. Like somebody speak your language is who you gonna talk to. My language and vice versa. Our thing is that even when the women or even the men that comes out of this industry or any other industry, because it's almost the same, is that they can look at us and say, "Man, did you see all that? And they still doing this, and they still walking in their strength." You know what I mean? That they're not thinking about taking their lives, because you had a lot of people a few years ago that have taken their lives from people bullying them. You understand that they didn't have that group of people surrounded, or they didn't have anybody looking like, "Oh, look at her. What she doing? She's still standing in her truth." because you cannot tell nobody what they should do with their story.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to say, I have a really good friend. She lives here in Atlanta. I met her. I met her on a porn set. She wrote a book called From Porn to the Pulpit. Now, I won't say she was like this super. Yeah, she's my best friend. She's my best friend. Her name is Danielle Williams McCord. She wrote an amazing book called From Porn to the Pulpit. She's been preaching for 10 years now, but I met her on a porn set, literally, on a TT voice, on an Evasive Angel set, and a phenomenal woman. You know what I mean? A powerhouse preacher, and she gives me so much encouragement to just keep going. I look at her, I look at her story, I look at other women around me, and I'm able to pull from that strength, and I'm able to say, you know what? If you can do it, then I know that I can, and I know that I can keep going, and that's just where I'm at today. I'm honestly just here, just loving life. Like, that is it. I'm like loving on myself.
Yeah.
Loving on myself to be able to love life more. That's it. When I say I literally stop and look at the squirrels, like I'm like, oh my God, that's a squirrel and they're trying to find a nut. Like, this is so cool. I'm looking at the grass. I'm walking on the grass with my feet bare. You know what I mean? These are just things that I find healing for me. And taking simple pleasures of life, you know what I mean? That coming from that industry, coming from just not even the industry, just my childhood, just the things that I've been through. I'm just learning to just love on me.
That's good.
Love on me. I didn't always love on me. I didn't always love me. And now I'm just trying to love on me as much as I possibly can.
Beautiful.
So thank you for having me.
Beautiful.
I really, really thank you for having me. I really, really, really thank you for having me. And please DM me your address or your PO box or something, because I am very, very grateful for you having me and able to ask me questions that are able to show my show that I've evolved, and show that I am a woman, that I am a mother, that I am a human being besides outside of a sex symbol. You know what I mean? So I'm so appreciative to you for having me. I'm appreciative to you for even having the courage to have this podcast for 2 years, to just be able to walk in your light and to do this. So I love you, and I thank you for everything that you are, everything that you embody. You're amazing. Like I said, I've watched you for years, and just I don't know you personally, but you've always been so gracious. You just, when I say goddess, like, I know that you use that term, but I look at it and I'm like, she just always looked like she just flowing. Like, you know what I mean? So I am very appreciative of you and your light, and just you having me on here. You didn't have to ask me. There's so many other girls. So I'm very,
your
very
story needs to be told, baby. And I'm telling you, I'm allowing him to. And I get, people say, can we get this person? And I said, I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be. And I'm just sent to certain people. I'm just sent to certain people. And that's
thank you.
Yeah. And I truly thank you. Don't we, BTG crew? All right. Well, you guys know she got a book coming out in August. You guys
want to come back when the book comes out. We can talk about the book.
Yes, most definitely. But thank you. Thank you again, Stacy. Put your where they can follow you at, if you don't mind.
It's just SJ, because I like to use my name. So it's JUUST SJ. So it's just Shauna Johnson, pretty much, just SJ. You can find me there. Everything that I'm going to be doing is on there. I also have a ASK, Miss SJ, MS SJ. And that'll just be for like my panel speaking. And when the book comes out, it already has followers there. So either one, you guys can connect with me there. And everything is coming. Just work with me, be patient. I'm all about the works of just flowing in my work. So just be patient with me, but just know that I am working every day, and I'm constantly working, and I'm constantly evolving. And I'm not a person that likes to push myself. If I feel a down day, I take a down day. So you guys just work with me, pray with me, work for me, and just be patient. But it's coming, I promise.
Well, again, thank you. And I'm gonna send you off, but I'm gonna keep on talking to them. But I just want to send you with love, light, and prayer.
Thank
you. I am so very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I am. All right. Thank you. All right, it's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here on Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. That was the beautiful and the sexy Miss Stacy Lane, Miss Lashana. And I just cannot wait for her book. I think the title is phenomenal. Leave It on a Curb. Leave It on a Curb. I am truly, truly amazed and very proud of everybody that has been on this platform and came and been able to speak their truth. It's just been amazing. I thank all of the viewers that came in, the new, and then my BTG crew. I see y'all. Y'all represent every week here with us. We back next week with a really, really great topic. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about what's been happening on the net.
Yep.
We're gonna be, talking about what's happening on the net. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Always keep it sexy. No, I'm just kidding. Be good to yourself and one another. And always keep it sexy.
Hey, it's the goddess Nyomi Banks. And I hope you enjoyed that last episode of Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. And if you did, please like, subscribe, press that notification button, as well as comment. I'll see you next week. Keep it sexy.
Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationships, cultural differences, and so much more.